Yep. Well, here we are, our very first video, and we're going to talk about what the news really means to black people in America. Now, I know this sounds like some fake or something like that, but this is a serious situation that all of us need to pay attention to, mainly because the news does, in fact, hold secret exposure for the people creating these particular problems for us. For instance, down here in Florida, they had a young man that was hung in a tree, black man, hands tied behind his back, shoes off, and they swept it under the rug, and nobody protested about it or anything. And then when they did have a little something to talk about, they simply said the guy committed suicide, and they left it like that. There was no rioting, or if there should be at all, but there was no protesting, as if it just disappeared. I don't understand the simplicity in which we as a people allow ourselves to be bamboozled all over again with all the modern technology and education. I think we were taught so much, we become insensitive, so to speak, when it comes to our own. And that's something harsh to say, Sam, but it seems that way because it's like it's almost natural for us to be killed and pursued and hunted. It's like we've accepted it. And for whatever reason, are pursuing things that have no significance. I can understand a lot of us have dreams of doing great things, big, having the big cars, the homes, and so forth. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when a people are being hunted, literally, in the country, and they're still voting, believing in the voting process and all those different things, and see that things are getting worse. And then here's the clincher: the news reveals those things that are only good politically, not necessarily socially, and definitely not culturally. And I live in Pine Hills, Florida, and I'm going to tell you, things that are happening, things that do happen, they're not always in the news. They control the news. When I say they, I say the establishment. They control everything. So if we say too much of anything, we might disappear. But I'm like, hey, somebody had to know something. So I'm going to let you in on a couple things, and if it doesn't make sense, man, just stop the video, erase it, block it, whatever. But I'm gonna say some things, and a lot of you are not going to agree with me, but that's all right. I can deal with that. Now, before we get started, I do need to give you a brief understanding of who Samuel Light is. You see, for a long time, I was anything other than a person who cared about anybody else. Selfish in every way, manipulative, everything that was totally against God. That was me. Um, but through his grace and mercy, and he delivered me from a lot of things: addiction, lung cancer, different things, even the COVID. And he just got hit by a car, supposed to die, all these different things. And at first, he was like, yeah, you can't kill me. And most of my early epithets of life, in the life of crime, was because I didn't believe I could die. I was just delusional, to say the least. But in my older age, I'm just what I'm supposed to be. So here it is. I'm going to give you some information. We have a platform called Exclusively Black. You can basically go on there, share information, see information about our people in whatever circumstance all over the world, socially, political, educationally. Our achievements and us being resilient in everything that we do. This is our first time out. This is me just trying to see how many people are actually looking at this right now. And if they are, if they're not, then I understand why, because there's nobody that knows about it right now. And I'm just going to see what we're going to do here today is really nothing but me running off the mouth aimlessly, not anything to talk about. I have a lot to talk about, but yet I haven't prepared. I've just been waiting so long to be able to get this channel, and I'm going to develop it into something that individuals will understand that they've always had it in for us. Something that's very, very new. Um, the man who killed the 3 people in Michigan. The news reveals this guy as having a past. It means nothing. His past had nothing to do with mass murder. And there was something deeper that cut deeper, and they used the man to create chaos. These are the times where chaos is going to be the operative word in everything we see. The Bible tells you it's going to get worse and worse. So you hold yourself accountable for a lot of things that is about to happen. We are responsible for knowledge. We are responsible for sharing knowledge with those who come after us. And it's a sad thing that individuals my age didn't share information with younger brothers, and therefore it wouldn't be so chaotic, right? That's what we think. But everything is not according to what we think, because everything happens for a reason. So the chaos in the world, if you're a Bible reader, if you're a believer, Quran, Bible, however, you understand that these things have to take place in order for the Messiah to return. So it's about girding yourself up, making yourself strong, becoming knowledgeable of the things around you, because you're not just fighting people that you see. It's just influences that you don't see. Um, I'm going to be sharing so much with you guys, as Yahuwah gives me inkling to do so. And in the meantime, we're going to develop this channel along with our platform, and hopefully at this time be able to reach further. I know a lot of people don't like reading. I like to write. So I'm going to put together some things, and I'm looking for any and everybody to make comments. We can be able to comment during our live chats. And this is going to be brand new for me. So it's really nice. I'm going to be making some of our videos very, very entertaining as well, so that you'll have references to the stuff that I'm saying. I'm not going to just run off at the mouth and say, hey, believe what I'm saying. I'm going to give you references, and sometimes references of references. So it's going to take some time for me to singly develop this channel, but with you guys' help and participation, we can make this into something very, very great. I just want to thank anybody who's paying attention right now, and have a great Sunday.